Odelay, YouTube, essays and essays. I don't know. What's up, guys? Brian here with ETM 540 Clubhouse. Looking to do something different, taking a break away from the old Wasteland Racer. We've been doing quite a bit of work on that thing. We actually did quite a bit of stuff off camera, and we just wanted to jam on it. And I really just the stupid aspect of like wanting to get stuff done. Not stupid, but you know, within the mindset of go, because Wasteland Weekend's 98 days away. We did not film it. And there was some cool stuff too. But it's okay because we'll give you updates as we go. But today, and over the course of the next couple days, I want to do some work on the old 66 Nissan Patrol. She has been sitting. We've been doing little bits and pieces of work on her as well. I actually just recently put some Marvel Mystery Oil in the cylinders, so that way when we go to restart it, we have a little more lubrication going through there to where I don't feel like we're thrashing the engine, because we want to keep the original drivetrain in here for now because it does run and it does work. So, but for today, we're going to do some basic stuff. So let me show you what's going on with it. Yeah. So for those of you who have followed this project, as you know, the windshield isn't on. And from what the previous owner had told us is that a tree fell on it. So with that, it broke the hinges, it busted out the glass, and it did twist the windshield frame a little bit. But, I mean, honestly, these things clamp down. It's not like as if they're welded in or anything like that. I mean, they're hinged. So we have these cool little hinges right here to where you can put the windshield up or down for those nice, wonderful summer days, summer night. I mean, it is California, so we do have some beautiful weather out here. But anyways, what I've been noticing is that it's really hard to find parts, just basic replacement parts for these. So what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and straighten out what we can, because for the most part, the hinges are salvageable. And then we're just going to weld them back together and call it good, because we're not planning on monkey barring off this thing or doing like backflips off of it. So, you know, we just need to make it work. And then the other thing that happened, and I think this just over the course of the years of it just being used and abused, or not abused, you know, I'm not judging. It's been loved, you can tell. But the bottom hinge of the driver's side door is also broken. And so what I would like to do, there was supposed to be dramatics and the door was supposed to fall off. So what I'd like to do is also take those, it's down here, my eyes are down here. But I like to take those off and punch out the pin, the door pin on those, and then have that replaced and ready to go. Yeah, it'll close. So yeah, pretty basic, simple stuff on this episode today, but it's going to be huge for us because it just puts it one step closer to feeling like a complete driver. So yeah, so for now, we're going to take the hinges off the actual rig itself, and I think we will just go ahead and start with the windshield and then work our way to the door, and then we'll see where we're at from there. So let's get to freaking work. Yeah. Oh, people are texting me. Oh, okay, cool. All right, let's do this. So Rhonda fashioned this together for me for Father's Day out of stuff that we had laying around, and it's a cup holder / phone holder on rollers. Booyah shakala! So I'm going to test it out and see how it works, because it's supposed to follow me around. I can push it with my foot. Let's do this. All right, come on, little guy. Yeah, you can come with me. Wait, what's wrong? What's wrong? Where are you going? Where you going? Why are you running away? She's a moving. It is kind of nice having the wheels, damn. It's already pre-lubed these, so should go pretty quick, hopefully. And can you believe that this is a standard size on a Japanese vehicle? It's kind of crazy. I thought it would have been metric. Here's one. She's a little bent. There's two. That side don't look as bad. So as always, I went ahead and put the old bolts back in their original holes, so that way, you know, just to kind of reduce the risk of there being a cross thread. I saw other people do it, and I started following suit just because it makes sense. Because if you pull one of them out, the tip is like slightly off as far as the degree of how it's cutting in and all that. I don't know. It just makes me feel better. So if you take stuff apart, put stuff back in place, and then plus you don't lose them too. You know, that way you're not like, oh my God, where did I put those? Well, if you do it this way, they're in the freaking hole, dummy. They're in the hole. All right, let's do the other side. Make this happen. And those are in. Okay, so this is what we're working with. So we got driver's side, and I pre-labeled these yesterday as I was lubing them up and breaking them free. And you can see that one is bent at the pivot point, and we're gonna need to straighten that out. And you can tell because it, let's see if we can capture this. Yeah, see it pulls upward on that one. And then the passenger side looks pretty good. This side's nice and flat. That didn't really get bent at all. And then this, though, has a nice little bend up on it. So we are going to flatten these out, well, this one here, and then try and rebend this back to its original spot. And then see where we can go from there. Because I think we're just going to put some front and back welds on it. Not even really clean them up much, because we're kind of leaving this as a survivor / patina build, and we'll call it good. So yeah, because I like how it's coming along. It's a little dirty right now. She is clear coated, but the clear coat's holding up really well, and just anything that we can do to it that'll obviously improve the functionality and the performance is great. But as far as just the overall usage, we're just gonna do minor things like bend that back up a little bit straighter, but leave it nitty gritty. So yeah, let's get to it. All right, so that worked out pretty well. So we got them as straight as we can, as far as like when you put the other piece up against them, they're a lot straighter. Yeah, not only do we support and love our military, but we wear their stuff too. This is actually my Wasteland weekend hat. So I remember that I have to start wearing it to break it in and get it a little, I can't wipe my hand or wash my hands. I gotta just wipe them on this. So, I mean, technically because it's brand new and I don't want to, yeah, I just, you know, if you go to Wasteland, you know what I mean. So anyways, I am going to now take these bolts and break them free because they're pretty much fused in there. And I want to have the freedom to move them as needed when we're welding the other pieces back on. So we need to do that really quick. And then from there, I think I'm going to have to call it good and go to the old day jobby and then figure out the rest either this afternoon or tomorrow. So you know how we roll. All right, let's do this. First off, We're gonna make sure they're not just threaded, which I'm sure they're not. That would be stupid because it's a hinge, but you just never know. Oh, that's definitely not. So now we bring in Big Bertha. Okay, so she doesn't like love taps. And apparently she doesn't like massive amounts of abuse either. As I'm doing that, just chunks of paint from over the years are coming off. It's hilarious. Okay, so she doesn't like any of that. That literally just mushroomed the threads. Okay, so they are not even budging at their pivot point where they should be moving right here. So rather than sit here and beat the piss out of them, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna soak the hell out of these overnight in some lubricant, some PB Blast, and then let them just kind of work their way free, hopefully, and then we'll go from there. So, because I'm just beating the crap out of these things, and we want to reuse them. We don't want to have to go back and try and figure out a way. So let's just go ahead and do that. OCD. Oh yeah, that is a bath right there. Definitely gonna try and reuse that. That was so much. Okay, so with that, we've done enough today to where, yeah, I gotta get jamming. So we will come back and try and break those free, weld them up, get them mounted back on, and then we will work our way to the door hinge and then go from there. So, Whew, good morning, folks. That's some hot freaking tea. We're back to it. Back to getting these damn hinges freed up and ready to put back on this beast. So, yeah, it's bright and early, Friday morning. We are going to see where we're at with our little soaking of the hinge. Doesn't look like much has changed. They're still there. And then we're hopefully going to weld these things back together this morning. So, actually, no, we are going to weld these things back on this morning. Even if they aren't freed up, at least we can get them welded to the point where we can heat them up after and then have another leverage point to kind of finagle them. They're going to work no matter what. I'm not too worried about it. So yeah, let's get these things out of here and figure this booty out. Actually, I want to repurpose that PB Blast because it doesn't look too dirty, and materials are money, people. It costs money to do this stuff. All right, let's do it. All right, so that actually worked out pretty damn well, but it doesn't feel like anything even freaking budged. But at least it's greased up in there. And like I said, with this welded back on, with a little extra leverage, we can possibly break them free. So now I'm going to, just for the put stuff down, Brian. Just for the sake of having a good solid spot to weld onto, I'm going to take the wire wheel to these with the old little, there she is. And we got a nice little dual mount on that thing now, which I just did over the week because we got a new toy to put on our little fabrication bench. and I'll show you guys that later. But yeah, for now, I'm gonna wire wheel all the paint and crap off of these, just so that way there's a nice spot to weld to, and then maybe that'll help actually kind of break them free as well. So let's do that next, and then freaking make some more stuff happen. Well, that's going to be a bit of a problem. She walks forward as you're using it. And that's with the small one. So I can't imagine what the big one's going to be like. But I think if we put some rubber stuff around the bottom of it, then something will work out. But anyways, I'm going to keep going on these. Probably bust out the hand grinder too, and the hand wire wheel and all that good stuff. But I'm just going to rock this stuff and then make it happen. So I'm going to time lapse this biscuit. So yeah, it's pretty funny though. The thing is freaking possessed. It's a possessed grinder. It wants to kill me. Alright, so we got all of our welding points all cleaned up. Looking good for optimum contact. Optimum contact! And then, yeah, I didn't even try to freaking see if these were broken free. You know, I just said, screw it, let's just get right to it. So, yeah. So now time for the fun stuff. Let's freaking weld these things and see how they weather or non-weather or do. You know what I mean. I don't think my mask is working because I can't see crap. There we go. Now it is. Actually feels like I weld better with it not working. God dang. Ow. It smells like a dentist's office in here. What? Alright, we're just gonna let her burn for a second. We'll call it good. Oh crap, my helmet. Actually love this thing. Okay, we're gonna go cool these down in the sink and mother, ho ho ha. This is gonna be a long walk. Oh yeah. You would think I would have learned my lesson by now not to grab things too soon when they're hot. Fart in my Cheerios. All right, well, we're gonna wet them down first, then dry them, then see what we got. Gosh dang it. All right, I'll be right back. Alrighty then. Oh, nice and cool now. We're going to, I think, go put these in the vise and just kind of tap-a-roo on them a little bit. See if maybe they'll break free. If they don't, I don't want to go too crazy and hardcore. Kind of just want to get the windshield on for now for the sake of mock-up stuff, and then we'll get it figured out later. Yeah. This will also definitely be a test on the welds, that's for sure. Oh. Wow, those are not budging. Sorry, guys. Well, unfortunately, without heat, neither one of these want to budge, but they are back in one piece. And after I finally got the welds, or the welder settings better, I was able to push some better beads on there. So, which is still becoming something that, you know, along the way, we're just getting better and better at. But for now, these will work. I'm stoked. So I'm going to clean them up just a tad. And then from there, because I do need to probably flatten some of these, or maybe not. But from there, I'm just going to go ahead and put them on. And that way we can bolt in the windshield and we can move forward with progress on all that without having to worry about that thing falling freaking down every time that we try to go in and work on it. So I'm going to do that, and then, yeah, we'll go from there. This is where we cross our butt cheeks and hope for the best. Now, I'm not going to fully tighten these down until we get the windshield back on there because of the fact that they are adjustable. And in case the welding changed the gap any on these hinges from where they originally were at, then we're going to need to have that extra movement. All right, so there's that one. Your turn, bad boy. Just put you guys here. So on the other side and on some of these other ones, they actually don't all have washers, but for now I'm just putting them in there. Because like I said, we still need to do more work on the actual windshield frame. Rhonda needs to sand it down and kind of get it all rusty looking stuff and original paint coming out like that. So for now, I'm just mocking it up to make sure it works good. So that way, when I do take it back off, I can, I'll just know that it's going to fit before I really start wrenching on it and tweaking on the hinges to get them to fold forward and backward again. Yeah, so let's see if we can get this rail or the frame back on without dropping her. Well, she fits. She fits, and she definitely needs that adjustment. That's for dang sure, because some of these are way off. But it fits, and holy crap. I wish I can I'll get a wider angle here in a sec. I'm going to put these on, and then we will see how she looks. But I'm freaking stoked that we actually have a mounting point again. So that way, every time we open these doors, the freaking frame won't fall down on our faces. All right, let's mount this sucker. One more thing before I smoke these things down to high heaven. I'm gonna add a little more oil. This is a multi-purpose oil. It's a 3-in-1. I'm gonna put some of this on the threads, and then I'm gonna let these sit in here for a while and settle, but I figure I might as well do this so that way, it's soaking in something. So I'm gonna back those 3 back out, dump a bunch of this on it, and then dump a bunch of this all over every single bolt that's going in, so that way it's lubricated. So it's easier to pull back out, and then also, just to help restore the threads a little bit, because we're gonna have to definitely do some thread restoration, but this will at least be something. So improvements. We're improving. We're doing things. We're doing a thing. So we've already encountered our first problem, which is the alignment is off. And I think it's because over there, it's actually resting up against the window frame. But it also could just be that we need to bend or shim out some of the hinges. So I'm gonna try and move it a little bit to the other side, because yeah, we have a lot more, or I wouldn't say a lot more windshield, but a little more windshield on this side than we do on this side. So we're just gonna try something, but I think the hinges are gonna need to be shimmed. So I don't know. What's up, 3-in-1? Give us a call. Yeah, let's see what we can do. Okay, so now I think I got it figured out. So it's because this is resting so low, it's forcing it forward because it's binding down here. So because these are adjustable, I tightened all the top ones, and then I'm gonna loosen the bottom ones, and then I'm just gonna pick it up and then see if it'll rest back in place. So, learn as you go, learn as you go. So I'm gonna do that really quick. And then we're gonna get on the door hinge and pull that off, and that'll be fun. I do need to get some heat, so that way, because I'm out of gas, that's the only reason why I'm not trying to break loose these hinges yet. But we'll have to get some heat because I need some heat to get the broken pin out of that hinge. But you'll see what I'm talking about. So let's adjust this again. So that's the best I'm going to be able to get her for now. She's still off. She still needs shims. She still needs adjusted, but I don't want to go too hardcore on that right now because this thing still needs to be stripped down of its paint and all that good stuff. And for now, she's on there. But she looks good when she's got her freaking face on. And yes, I was using my electric ratchet as a regular ratchet. The freaking battery died, and there's something going on with this trigger, which is super weird, and that's what you get for buying a cheap electric ratchet. But damn! She looks good. So nice to have that on, knowing that it's not going to fall down every time we open the freaking door. So I'm stoked and pumped. And here, let me actually go to a wider shot. Damn! One more time. As I walk into the same shot. Yeah. She's a beast. These things are so freaking cool. I love it. It's so good to see this on here. So yeah, we're going to call that good. And now to take this biscuit off. Let's make it happen. Okay, so I did a little test, and for the most part, those are going to come out pretty easy, but these freaking biscuits are going to require, for those of you who know these, one of them bad boys. So hopefully they won't put up too much of a fight, but we'll at least start with the easy one so we can feel like we have a win, and then we'll move on to the difficult one. Okay, so I can already tell where this is going, and we're gonna need heat because I'm stubborn and impatient. So I broke one of the heads off, and I went ahead and broke off two more. Why not? Make it a hat trick. So I'm not bummed about it because it is what it is. I mean, freaking, it's what happens when you work on old stuff. I can already see where this is headed. We need heat for that. We need heat to pull the pin out. We need heat for these hinges. So I'm going to call it good for this episode until I can get that heat going. But I am stoked that that's back on. At least to the point where right now I'm not worried about it falling on my freaking head. Or if Rhonda was to open that door to work on something, that it's not going to fall on our freaking head. Her head, our head. You know what I mean. So yeah, for the sake of a win, I want to show you guys what a subscriber sent in to us, which is freaking amazing. And once again, it is anonymous. And you guys are freaking awesome. Thank you so much for participating in the wish list. We seriously, all this stuff helps us keep moving forward on all these projects, and we continue to do so, and we continue to learn. We continue to be stubborn and do stupid crap like this. And but it's all part of the process, all part of the fun. So let me show you what we got. This is freaking rad. I'm super stoked on this. It's gonna be a little unboxing, a little unboxers. All right, let's buck knife this biscuit. And I already know what it is. And if you're wondering why I already know what it is, because thanks to Amazon and freaking the shipper, the tag of the description of what it is was right here. Good job in keeping our packages safe. And I'm not complaining about USPS or anything like that. Honestly, they do an amazing job. I have some family members who work for them for many, many years and serve them well. I'm just saying, pay a little more attention, especially with porch pirates in California, because people like to steal crap. Because they're assholes. Anyways, let's get back to it. We'll overkill on the knife, especially when it's dull and won't even cut anything. It's literally doing less good than, or more bad than, you know what I mean. Jesus. Oh, crap. I just stabbed the other box. Crap. It's a box in a box. God, it's like a freaking circus in here. So we're a wind tool family. And the reason why we're a wind tool family is because when I first moved into my apartment a while ago, after leaving the recovery program I was in for a while, one of my buddies, Aaron, love you buddy, brought me over a wind drill press. So ever since then, when I started looking at tools, I'm like, you know what? We already have wind. Let's stick with wind. Yes. All right, let's try not to throw this around too. Oh, God. GTFO! Oh, yeah. We've been needing this. Oh, yes. I love it. So as you guys know, we do a lot of template stuff. We do a lot of stuff with wood and metal. So let me introduce you to the table bandsaw. It's a little guy. Not tiny, but it's good enough for what we need. It's a 9-inch. It's got the 9-inch space on it. You know, we're just gonna be building brackets and other little things, and we wanted something that'll work good on the bench. And there she freaking is. Why am I pointing at myself still? Look at the glory that's that. Yes. Yes. Thanks, Mom. So anyways, yeah, we're freaking pumped. I'm gonna set this up. Well, not right this second. I guess I can't. Yeah, let's freaking do it. Let's go put it in the spot. I think I got everything out. I don't think I've destroyed too much in the process. But let's put it in a zone. And then we're gonna call it good. Hoi. Ooh, little angle finder too? See? Ow! Sneak attack! Ah! Suck it. Oh, I need the instructions. This goes here, that goes there. Cool. All right, well, there she is. This thing's super freaking cool. Like, there's all kinds of different adjustments. We have our flat bar in the back for our, just making sure we got straight cuts. We have an angle adjuster that has its own little slot, so that way you're secure. And then access to your blades. Very simple, just boom, bam. There's your door there. There's your door there, and then you could swap your blades out, but everything's pretty much like quick release knobs and very well made, and it's solid. I mean, it's cool for a little tiny bench saw. For a little bench saw, it's freaking perfect. It's going to work out really well. And like I said, here's the Win drill press that our buddy gave us, and so now we have a matching table bandsaw. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. So I'm pretty sure that that's a wood blade that's on there and not a metal blade. We're probably going to have to buy one, but that's okay because it's fine. I'm okay. All right. My fault. Okay, there we go. F you foam. So anyways, we'll have to go find one. Probably, I'm sure we can get one at Harbor Freight or something. So, but I'm stoked. I can't wait. And it is actually from my mom. So thanks, Mom. We really appreciate you and all your support. And at first I didn't find the note, and then I did find the note in there. So we love you, Ma. We love you, Grandma Deb. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and our cause. So anyways, I'm going to clean up, and we're going to call this biscuit good. Because someone may have left a little bit of a mess. Yeah. Yep, but we have fun. Ooh, trash can, there you go. All right, so with that, we're going to call this good. Because I got to go to work. And because that is the biggest win right there. Having them hinges set up. Not fully adjusted yet, but we got to get some heat, and you all know that. And also just making sure that they're shimmed properly. I can already see that because of the gaskets and everything they got going on, and because it was freaking hit by a tree branch, stuff's off. It's not exactly on a certain point where it's like going to be perfect right off the bat. Stuff needs adjustment, folks. It isn't always going to be good to go right off the bat. So that's huge. Starting on the door hinges and breaking bolts is amazing. I'm so proud of myself for that. But that's another challenge we're just going to have to face down the road. So it is what it is. Can't change what we've already done. Let's freaking own up to our stupid, anxiety-ridden, impatient, stubborn, butt-face attitudes sometimes. You know what I mean? It's just how we roll. So anyways, thank you guys so much. Thank you, Grandma Deb, for the freaking wing is in the way. That thing's huge. For the bandsaw, badass. We're super stoked on that. And if you guys want to support the channel, you can go to our Amazon wish list in the description below. And there's all kinds of fun stuff that we're looking to get. We buy it as we can afford it. And if you guys want to get it for us, and it's there. It's an option. So thank you all for the support. We're super stoked on just everything in general. Everything's fallen together really well. We're really stoked with everything. We really appreciate all the likes and comments and everyone getting involved. There's been a lot of people who've just been asking cool questions. I try and get to the comments as soon as I can. I love talking to you guys online, so hit me up anytime. But anyways, we're going to go. And yeah, normally I close this out with me and someone getting into a little slap fight, but I guess you'll have to do. Hey, get off! Stop it! All right, we love you guys. See you the next one. All right, so we're out here working on the Taylor done some more, getting some more stuff done with the side rails and all that good stuff. And we're getting ready to cut the wood that goes on the inside. But Rhonda said that in order for us to cut the wood, I'm going to have to see a surprise that she has for me and for all of you too, as far as being able to get the wood in there properly. So we were going to wait for a few weeks until I actually see it, but she says it's necessary. So what do you got? Yes. Oh my goodness. That is freaking amazing.
Lobby, half off.
That's bad ass, and now I see why. Because that's freaking amazing.
So,
oh my god.
So here's what I'm thinking. We've got these fancy little holes right here.
Yep.
We hook that onto there. We mount that onto there.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, gives it a little more rustic with the wood.
That's amazing.
So we need bolts for that.
Amazing. Perfect. We can do that.